Our dad built this cabin deep in the rainforest, and since he died, it has been abandoned. So, join me as I continue this wild journey of restoring this magical place to its former beauty.
Today I'm tackling the job of doing up the kitchen in this cabin, and it's gonna be big, but it's gonna be fun. So we have big plans for this kitchen. It's a bit of a mess at the moment. It's kind of just a lot of things that we got secondhand or got from the tip and just put on top of each other. It's always worked, but it's not that cute. So I think we're gonna completely redo the kitchen to make it really nice and to honor this spot. We have the basis of this metal kitchen bench at the moment, which is good, and we're gonna use that. But I think I want to move it somewhere else. I haven't decided yet, but I think that this spot isn't great for it and also is a bit too outdoors. And we've taken away the siding here, so it's important to keep it protected. So I think moving it a bit more inside is good. Our first plan is just to move this all around and get it into a spot that we like. So we're just going to experiment with putting it in different spots.
We're essentially just trying to make the best camp kitchen possible. We cook on the fire here, so the kitchen needs to be centered around the fire pit for ease and to look good. This job is something that's been on my list for years, so it feels good for me and my mum to just get in and do it.
There's a big hole here, we don't really know where it came from. It must have been some sort of animal trying to dig a home. But I don't even know where all the soil went, but now we have to fill it in and we have no soil.
The first job is to clean up and move the kitchen benches around to see where they look best.
This slab is what we've been using for the kitchen, and we're going to move it because I think we'll use it for a bench instead.
I'm going to use these benches as a base to build a new kitchen onto. I've been collecting secondhand materials for this project and I have some perfect hardwood floorboards that I can use as cupboards. Hardwood will be perfect for this semi-outdoor kitchen that might get a bit of rain.
This is our dad's solution for an outdoor kitchen shelf, and it's made from my childhood bunk bed that's definitely indoor pine, and it's been here for like 15 years. Sometimes I think that my building's dodgy, and then I look at his and I'm like, well, it's fine. I found where the water comes in. There's a tap down here, so I'm going to isolate the water before we start moving things so that we don't have any ruptures. I don't think that this is screwed in. I think that it's just swollen wood so much that it's kind of like stuck in there. So I'm just going to get a hammer to it and I'm just going to hit it as hard as I can and see if it comes out. All right. Okay, this won't make it spray everywhere, I hope. First job is that we need to prop up this tap so that it doesn't fall over, because otherwise it'll break. Shall we? We think we love it here. We'll have to consult Big Boss Julia first. But I think it's perfect, and now we just have to find some sort of tabletop for it, which we have a few exciting ideas about.
I always find that when I'm working hard, I also relax hard. It's a balance that you sometimes forget about. But when I get so intensely focused on building, I ask myself, why am I doing this? Why am I renovating a cabin deep in the rainforest? The reason is to have a special spot for camping and appreciating this life in nature. That is what our dad originally built it for, and we have so many special childhood memories that happened because of his grand idea to build a shack in the forest. So in this remembrance, I make sure to always stay true to this. The reason is to have more time in nature, so instead of focusing only on the build, I need to focus on spending time relaxing in this beautiful landscape. To slow down and notice the seasons changing. To notice the water on my skin and the vines that can act as rope swings. Life can be like that sometimes when you're focusing too much on the future that you don't enjoy the present. So I always remember that while of course I'll enjoy this space so much once I finish building, these autumn days spent brainstorming, mucking about and working so hard are so beautiful as well.
On Marketplace, I think we found the bargain of the century. We found some marble bench top for free. So we're gonna go check it out and see if it's everything it says it is. And if it is, we're gonna bring it home and make the cutest kitchen. Bargain of the century. Marble is so good, I can't believe it. It's almost too good to use here. I'm like considering if, I don't know, there's another spot for it, but I think it's perfect for this spot. So we're gonna try to unload it, but it was so heavy. It's the heaviest thing I've ever even attempted to lift. It was wild. It was us and the woman that was giving it away for free, and she did not think that we would be able to do it, but we did, and we all ended up helping, and it was very wholesome. We kept just saying, well, how are the pyramids built? How can we just imitate that? And we ended up rolling them on woolen blankets and sliding them down this whole garden. And it took the longest time, but we did it. And now it's time to load them in. We're thinking that it's best if we drive the truck right up into here and then we move this table so that it can become a bit of a bridge to put the marble on, because the marble is so heavy. So we'll leave it on here for now for storage until I get the whole kitchen ready and then put it in.
The rainy season has stuck around a long time this year. Normally our autumns are dry and sunny, and they're the beginning of the dry season that lasts until October or November. But for the last 5 years we've had super wet years and wet seasons that last a long time. This week the weather's been strange. It'll be completely blue skies and sunshine, and then a shower comes in so fast with torrential rain before the sun comes back in half an hour.
Alright, I've got jobs to do.
Every job that I try to start seems to have 1,000 little jobs attached to it. I need to take all of the leftover wood to the workshop to store it out of the weather. These pieces will be great for another project soon. The next job is removing this gas bottle, which has a few spiders living in it.
3, 2, 1. Okay, roll it over. The first job is to level out these benches so that they're completely flat. And so the first job is to fill this hole where the gas bottle used to go. So I've got lots of big rocks.
I thought that leveling out the bench would be an easy job, but I was so wrong, and hours later I finally leveled the whole bench so that it would sit flat.
Oh, they're not. Oh. I finished all of the leveling and now I think it's time to frame it out. So I'm trying to decide if I use this timber or I'm scared this is indoor pine, so maybe not.
Then me and Mum collected the old drop saw and drove it down here so that I can cut hardwood with ease. This bad boy is another one of our very old and very rough tools, and it's super jerky and hard to use, but if you know what you're doing, it works just fine. I'm making a frame for the marble to sit on. It's very fragile, so it needs support, so I'm making this frame out of some old floorboard offcuts. As I slowly add some wood and clean up this corner, it's transforming, and I can see how beautiful it's going to become. This imagination always keeps me inspired as I do the hard jobs, picturing how this work will look in not too long, hopefully.
I did it! I can't believe it! I've got it all framed up, so tomorrow I think it's ready for the marble to go on, which I'm so excited about. But it's almost dark now, I'd better go get the goats, and that's a tomorrow job. The marble.
The goats didn't escape today, which is something to celebrate. They've been doing their old trick of walking up so high in the paddock that they can get into the unfenced area, and then they can walk over a few mountains and come back around the hill to scream at us on the wrong side of the fence and demand to come back in. I don't even know why they feel the need to go so far, because the summer growth is still so abundant right now and there's grass everywhere. Another day means a new impossible task, and today's is moving this ridiculously heavy marble.
3, 2, 1. Uh-oh.
Me and Mum quickly realised that we couldn't do the final lift without hurting our backs, so we called Uncle Adam to come help, and together we were able to put it into place. Then we have 2 smaller pieces that we will fit into the other side, and the next impossible task is cutting them.
So this is the angle grinder that we have, and Mum has a distant memory that maybe it gets stuck on when you use it. So I'm gonna test it out now and see if it works, but she says the technique is that you just pull it out of the power to stop it. So that doesn't sound too bad. It does.
I've never used an angle grinder before, and Mum's only used one on metal, so we're both a bit scared of them considering how dangerous they are. We've tested a few cuts, and I learned that I was really bad at it, and Mum learned that while she was pretty good at cutting straight, it's really hard to safely see where you're going without putting your head in a dangerous position.
So I think we're gonna give up for the day or maybe the week because we don't know how to do it. This angle grinder is a really dangerous tool and we haven't really used one before and we can't work it out. It says that the blade goes this way, so then the blade's going the wrong way, so then it's chipping. And so then when we try to turn it upside down, we can't get the guard to go the whole way around. It gets stuck on something. So I don't know if it's just an old tool or if it's just us being silly, but it's not a job that we can do without being dangerous. So we're not going to do it. We're going to try to get Uncle Adam's help maybe sometime soon.
The weather has been so wild lately, and even when it feels like the sun is here to stay, suddenly a heavy downpour comes and I actually got flooded out one day with no access home.
I decided to walk across the hills. It's not that long a walk and the sun actually kind of has made an appearance. I jinxed it. It's raining.
It's still flooding, but I think the rain has stopped now, so I think that the creeks will go down soon. And Uncle Adam's gonna come and help to get the marble cut, so he's gonna help with the angle grinder because we're too scared. I cleaned these gutters for the cyclone, so just a few weeks ago, and they are so full of mud already. I've already filled this whole bucket with mud and there's so much more. They're probably not the best solution if they fill up with mud that fast. But it's just been flooding so much. We have this hole that is a bit of a problem hole that I think some sort of animal dug, so I'm going to fill it with all of the dirt that was in the gutters. I've always dreamt of putting a clay floor through here, so I guess this is a bit of an experiment. Maybe if I flatten it a lot.
I think learning when to give up on something is a real skill, and even though I wanted to push through, I knew that it would have been dangerous, and that it was an unnecessary risk to take. Instead, we waited until Uncle Adam had a spare moment that he could come and help us, and now I feel like I have a bit more knowledge so that next time I could maybe attempt it.
We have finished the top of the kitchen bench, so next week I'm going to start adding boards on the side and build in cupboards here and finish the whole kitchen. But for now, it's looking so good. I can't believe this was all free.